All right, guys, we are back with some more Haikyu. We have season 4, episode 2 here up and ready to go. Yeah, just I don't need to explain what happened last episode. Training camp started. That's really all we need to know. We got the 2 training camps. Show he kind of, he made he snuck his way right into one. And so far, it seems to be working out okay for him. I mean, he doesn't get to play, but he does get to stick around. So I guess he could learn a thing or two still. I hope. I hope he still takes it as a good opportunity. He seemed pretty optimistic. Yeah. I mean, go show. I guess you sneak into a camp, you kind of expect it. Maybe you're going to get kicked out, but no, it actually went fairly well. Anyway, though, yeah, I don't want to talk too long. So yeah, let's just hop right into the episode and see what happens. Let's go. Sure. Okay. Yeah, make them focus on the serve so that everyone's good and strong at it, right? I guess, when you look at it, the serves are kind of the most important part of the game. Like, they get everything started, right? So I get, everything is kind of equal. Everything sort of works itself out so that, there's receiving, there's blocking. Everything has its purpose. But I'd say probably if you had to choose the most important move, right, it would be serves, because you don't want to mess up a serve. That means you're bad right off the bat, bro. Just not a good start to the game. Oh, old Ukai's back in the hospital again? Damn. How old is he anyway? Is he like 80s? Or is he even younger than that? Or is he even older than that? Because at first I thought he was actually our Ukai sensei's dad, but he calls him Gramps. So I think it's his grandpa, right? So it's like he must be, decently up there in age. Oof. Oof. Man's like, nah, that ain't your spot over there. I gotta give it, like, yeah, show he is remaining positive this whole time. I'm kind of making a joke about it, but he is actually, like, it's impressive because he got demoted to ball boy, which is his own fault for sure. But he's still kind of taking it as an opportunity to learn. You can see it in his eyes. He is watching, like, intently. I don't know if that's because he's trying to learn or if it's just him being like, I really want to play right now. Somebody please send a set to me. I swear I need it. But I take it he's trying to learn. He's taken all that he can from it, supposedly. Oh yeah, that's true. If he's not usually focused on the small players, I take it as sort of a compliment that he's focused on show because he knows. Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Part of me wants to think like he's doing that because he senses that there is potential in show. But last episode he did say, "I don't sense any worth in you without Kageyama around." So whether he was telling the truth about that, or maybe he was just trying to, force show to prove himself more, I'm not sure, but he probably wants, as a sensei, as a teacher, maybe his whole goal is to just get people to show their true potential. Maybe he's actually just, it's his way of being a nice guy, being a dick. I mean, I don't know if I'd put it past him at that point. Yeah, he did lose to them, so maybe it's just his revenge. Why not? Mm. This is what I've kind of mean is like, and it's kind of what a lot of you mean. I take it because I was, as one of you put it, I was kind of blinded by Hinata's main characterness. So now I'm realizing that he's not the best at other stuff other than his his fast attacks, and basically anything to do with Kageyama. He's mediocre at best at a lot of the other plays. Just seeing him kind of practicing, it means a little bit more to me now because I know he's actually putting in a crazy amount of work. Because like this, he's trying to do a jump serve, can't even do it. He's like, oh, this is actually pretty hard. It's like, no, he didn't even know how to do a jump serve. He's never had to before. So I respect that he's actually putting in like work to be better at stuff other than Kageyama. I think this is a good opportunity for him to be separated from Kageyama. Mm-hmm. Yep. What, he sees everybody else like improving themselves? Yep, Yamaguchi, Suki, they've all strongly improved themselves. I'll defeat you next time, and that was a straight up challenge. Everybody going on ahead of him. Yep, and he is being held back. He just. He is finally noticing like he has to do something to become an individually good player. Go to school tomorrow. Oh, damn. I didn't know that. They actually have to go to school? That sucks. Oh, oh, he's like, I ain't showing any mercy. You're looking pretty sad, man. You want to cry? No. Mm. It's fair, yeah. Yeah, like he's not supposed to be a part of the practice. Don't let him in the practice. I know that maybe I'm in like the minority on that one. And usually I feel like I would say, why not just let him join? Like, what's it gonna hurt to let him be a part of the practice, right? But Lucky Ann, one of my commenters, one of my regular commenters, he told me like in Japan, it's very like it's much more rude to show up unannounced, and I didn't think of that. And just knowing that now, it's like, yeah, show did show up like unannounced. It's charming in a way that he like is that intent on volleyball that he would do something stoop to that level, especially in Japan. Like he must know how rude it is, right? He's a Japanese citizen, right? But still, it's like it's rude, and they take it a lot more seriously. I can't blame Coach Washijo for not wanting to put him in, even if it is sort of also because of a personal preference that Washijo has. Might be a little more leading into that than just the manners aspect. Ushijima. Ooh, he's coming. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Ooh, the lecture. Shit, this kind of this pretty cinematic right here. You got like the kettle making the noise in the background. You know, it's just building up and up and up. It's like a what Christopher Nolan scene. Yep. Underestimating what it takes to be a ball boy. Okay. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, we kind of know Washijo takes it seriously. He's like, get those damn balls. Oh, oh no. Now this is the real challenge. Proper steps. Oh, pulling out some wisdom. Even the vice principal, he's back here like, damn, man. Oh, Daichi, he hasn't dealt with Daichi yet. Oh, first thing this morning. Oh, shit. Shit. And Suga and Asahi there for support. Hmm? Yeah, man's practicing. He's really drilling it into himself. That's like the most basic move, right? Just hitting it against the wall. I guess he's so used to that too, because he's been doing that since what? Since season one, when he was by himself practicing. He was always doing that move of just hitting the ball against the wall. It just proved like it shows that he is always working on himself. Just Now he's taking it a lot more seriously. Ooh. Toshima. Oh, man. Oh, man's just trying to flex on him right now. It was so cool. Well, he do want to be the ace. He's replacing Ushijima. Man's got to be cool. They're here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What, Ushijima taking over? He's like, this is my camp now. Oh. And he's like, oh, what's this dude doing here? What's this man doing? He wants to be a ball boy? Oh, you know Ushijima ain't holding back. A practice match? Boy, they're gonna get wrecked. Yeah, he's like, damn, I want to be a part of this. Bro, you already played him, you already won. Just take that. Freaking Tendo. Oh, they don't even know that Sho, like, he's not playing. They probably thought he was part of the practice, right? Now they're like, oh, wait, damn. Awkward. He's like, oh, shit, that was embarrassing. Oh, that face says it all. Tendo's actually being a bit of a teacher. He's not just rubbing it in. Weird. Oh, and here comes the rubbing it in part. Oh. Oh. It hurts even more from Ushijima. It's like, man, I'm trying here. It's so brutal, man. It's like, what would be better? Sho staying here to be the ball boy and like still he is still kind of learning. He's watching all these people. He is still probably taking in all these people's advice, like the coaching, and he's looking at all their moves and he's probably going to try to mash them. Or would practicing at Karasuno be better? I feel like it's probably the prior, right? Like being at this practice, this training camp, and being able to watch all these powerful players who were picked to be here because they're so like good. That has to do something. Like he can do as much practice with Karasuno as he wants, but this is something that he doesn't get to do very often. So yeah, people are kind of, picking on him for it, but I feel like it's not that bad, right? Like Ushijima, he's questioning, what are you even doing here? It's like he is learning. He is doing something to try to improve himself. Maybe Ushijima just doesn't understand that, or maybe Ushijima has a point. Maybe he doesn't see an actual like good outcome out of it. Or maybe he's just picking on Sho because he doesn't like it. I was gonna say, why is Tanaka being yelled at? Man was just standing there. Current players, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see the negative in this situation. It seems like Ukai's talking about this like we are taking Washijo's method of only focusing on the most effective path or whatever he was saying. But it's like, sometimes that's, it's still a good way of working at things, right? And right now, what we're doing is letting everybody improve themselves, like with whatever they want, I guess, because he's having everyone practice their serves, which is important. Like serves got to be good, otherwise the rest of the game is just squat, right? There's no point. But with Sho, they're kind of focusing on him it's better for him to be doing this because he's blatantly trying to learn and become better with himself and like his skills. I don't see why they're seeing a negative point in this, really. I guess maybe they want him to be on the top of his game for the tournament, and maybe they think this might affect that. Maybe he'll get worse, or maybe his spirits will be limited. I don't know, but I don't think so. We know Sho well enough that he's going to come out of this with a positive mindset, or at least he's going to be so into the volleyball game that he won't focus on the negative. Yeah, what's best for them. Yeah, that's the point. Like, all due respect to this show and its writing, but this is high school volleyball, right? These guys are kids. They're all kids. They're still learning. They're still becoming better. Even if they fail a tournament, in the tournament, they're not going to give up, right? Like, what they're learning now affects them in the future. That's kind of how I see this, is it's just like, there's really no negative to this other than if they let it get them down too much, which they aren't. None of them are. They're all improving. They're giving this advice like it's for volleyball, but obviously they mean it in all other aspects of life as well. What am I doing? He's letting it get to him. You know what you're doing, man. Oh. He's like, what's this guy doing? Is this man, what's up here? Don't panic too much. Follow the proper steps. Yep. Find it. Yeah, figure it out. Damn, Sho. He's going deep into this. Find it. Yeah, find the purpose, man. It's right there. You know it's right there. What? Coming out with a purpose. They can notice it. Ah, that's dope. That's dope. Tendo and Ushijima, they caught the vibe. They were like, damn, where's that aura coming from? That's dope. Yeah, Sho, it's like everyone's kind of been not putting him down. Well, some of them, they've been putting him down. But other than that, they've been giving him solid advice, and they're just worried about him, right? Like Ukai, Sensei, they're all just worried about him. They want him to do the best path for himself, even if what they're saying sounds maybe a little mean. But all of it is just to help. Like, it's just to get him to focus on what he needs to do. They're trying to get him to focus on what he needs to focus on. It's like they want him to be damn sure that he knows what he's doing. And he's not just going about things willy-nilly. Sensei, he said, to be better, you have to take the proper steps. So maybe that was just a dig at Sho for being like, do you know what you're doing? Are you taking the proper steps for what you're trying to do? So Sho, he has to look back at it. He has to figure out what the hell he wants and if this lines up with what he wants. Because he's kind of been going off of instincts, right? He's like, I want to go to the training camp. I'm going to the training camp. That's what it's been so far. But it's also like there has to be a bigger purpose to it, which is, as far as I can tell, he wants to be better. He wants to be better at the game. And that seems obvious, and it is, but I don't know. That just seems like the main intent. He wants to improve himself, his skills outside of being with Kageyama. He wants to improve as an individual, which is something he hasn't really been doing all that much throughout the past 3 seasons. He's just been he has learned new skills, but it's all been to help with Kageyama, right? It's been to improve their setup. But once you take Kageyama out of the picture, what is there the Sho has? He can barely serve. He can barely receive. Like, he receives with his face half the time. It's just, that's probably what he needs to do. And maybe he finally realizes that is to become better by himself. Use this opportunity to learn how these guys why they were all picked for this training camp, why they are here. It's because they are all strong by themselves individually. They don't need anybody else to support them so much. Obviously, part of the game is teamwork. It's, to work as a team, to rely on your teammates. But that's not the whole picture, right? You have to be good on your own. You have to be able to be thrown into any situation and survive. Like Ushijima, obviously, he's probably the best player we've run into in the series so far altogether. You could throw him into any team, any situation, and he would take it in stride. That's just the kind of guy that Ushijima is. So, can you say the same about Sho? No, man. Like, look at this situation. He got thrown into this training camp as ball boy. He's still unsure of himself. Yeah, I don't know. It is different than if he was thrown into like a match, but it's still, it has its similarities. It's like, yeah, he just needs to focus on himself as a person and his own skill, not Kageyama's skill, not what will help Kageyama in the long run or Karasuno in the long run, what helps him in the long run. That's the important part. And I do like that Ushijima and Tendo, they're here. All of Shiratorizawa is here. I wasn't sure if we would see them again, but this makes sense since, it's in Shiratorizawa, the training camp. So it's nice to have them again. Maybe something will come of it as like characters between Ushijima and Sho. Maybe Ushijima will grow to respect Sho more, because even at the end of last season when they beat him, Ushijima didn't really have much respect for Sho. I don't think he really thought that Sho was a big part of them losing. He, obviously, I guess he was, but still, it's like Ushijima was never like, yeah, that kid, maybe I was wrong about him. He still has his own thoughts. He still believes that Sho isn't worthy. Washijo Sensei still thinks that Sho isn't worthy. Yeah, it's just maybe Sho will be able to prove them wrong. I don't know, because he's not a part of the training. He can't actually prove anything. But if he keeps a positive mindset during the whole ball boy situation, maybe they'll respect that. They'll be like, yeah, he's obviously got a plan in mind. He's focused on something. He's focused on the fucking game. That's what he's focused on. Obviously, like, they have to respect him for that. Because part of me wonders, like, what Ushijima would take of being put into, like, a ball boy situation. Would Ushijima be okay with it? Probably, right? He seems pretty humble. But yeah, I don't know. It's a nice situation to kind of build onto Sho's character, because Sho has been fleshed out. He's had his moments in the past few seasons. He is the main character after all, but it's still like, as a person, he's still kind of small-minded. I guess that sounds meaner to say, but I'll stick with that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he still has a lot to work on himself as a player, just as a teammate, as an individual, all that. He still has a lot he needs to do. Anyway, though, that was a great episode. I did like that. It probably the latter half there, especially with Sho actually, that last like minute of Sho trying to figure out what he's trying to do. That actually hit kind of hard. That was just a solid minute of like emotion right there. Sho, he's confused too. He's just as confused as anybody else as to why he's there, but now it seems like he has that. He has his meaning. So now he's carrying himself differently. He has that vibe to him. But the rest of the episode was good too. I liked the comedy bits with Sho getting like lectured by all of them. Yeah, though, I don't think that there's too much else I want to talk about. Like, yeah, the big stuff. We didn't get to see Kageyama this episode, which is fair. I'm sure we'll have some episodes focusing on him. Maybe next episode will, maybe not. Maybe we'll get Sho's story done and then switch to Kageyama. Anyway, though, I imagine the first half, like these first 12 episodes of season 4, they're going to be probably the training camps, right? Mainly focused on that. Maybe less. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I imagine it's going to be pretty damn good, pretty damn satisfying for the character growth. Even like Suki and Kageyama, they're both probably going to have some decent moments too. Not just Sho, because they're also learning, right? Anyway, though, I'm probably going to end that episode off here. I don't know if you guys could tell from my voice, but I have a bit of a cold, a bit of a head cold. So yeah, I'm getting tired. And my throat's starting to hurt. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel to stay updated on this series. If you guys have any recommendations for other shows or movies that you'd like me to react to and post here, then just let me know down in the comments, because I am only doing Haikyu at the moment. I'm still trying to figure out. I think I want to do another movie, but I don't know which one yet. So yeah, and yeah, just comment any of your thoughts on this episode, the video, whatever. I do have a Patreon link down below you can check out if you want to support me even more and get early access to my videos. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.